Hey friends, welcome to Monolocale Life, my channel. For anybody who doesn't know what monolocale means, basically it means bedsit. This is a bedsit flat. Now, this is my first technically slightly more mature video. I recently completed a course on building a YouTube channel, and the idea is to get down to making videos and putting content online. Now, for example, I'm breaking one of the cardinal rules by constantly looking at the screen instead of the camera, so I have to focus on that. Okay. So today, I don't want to overthink things. I just want to get down to it. Now, I tidied up the place recently. The bedsit flat can get very, messy if you don't keep it in order, like any other flat. But so anyway, my idea today was to make some technical improvements. For example, like framing and background lines. Even that, now I'm using Redmi Note 9. It's quite an old phone with probably not a technically great camera, but in the sense you get this sort of strange effect where some of the lines are straight, the vertical lines, whereas slightly towards the extreme of the picture the line slants, even though that's a vertical structure. I'm doing all this, by the way, in one take because I still haven't got my head around editing yet, or the software. Okay, I have to keep looking at the camera. Now, I'm a beginner on YouTube, as you know, and I'm quite new to the bedsit life. And I can tell you why I'm here. I'm here because I separated from my wife and effectively my family about a year ago. There are all sorts of problems with separations, legal and otherwise, and getting your life back on track is quite a big challenge, especially in a foreign country. I mean, when you struggle to understand what's going on. Now, I'm a tutor in a primary school during the day. In the evenings, I do online lessons. So that means that I spend quite a large portion of my day in this bedsit flat. Now, it's about 24 square meters in size. There's a bathroom. Now, there's no central heating. There's an AC unit which warms the place a little because it's Christmas and I'm off. I've kept the place in order. But by the end of the working week, it can be difficult to move around the place. Now, I've heard from some of my students who are civil engineers that really you're not supposed to rent properties here in Milan, at least, without heating. But as always in Italy, there's a way around things. If the renter agrees to the condition, apparently it's okay. Now, I didn't agree explicitly to that. I just didn't notice that there was no heating because I was desperate to find a place before the school year started. I suppose that signing the contract and paying means that sort of implicitly you agree to it. But anyway, it's sort of the least of my worries at the moment. What is it like to live here? When I moved here first, I hated the place. I mean, it's a quarter of what I was used to in the past. podcast. Um, it's really cramped. It gets cold in winter and it's boiling in summer. Now, strangely, your diet actually gets affected also because it's all soups and salads, even in winter. Um, well, salads even in winter, I should say. Cooking is sort of a no-no here because the facilities to cook are limited, but also, you want to avoid odors. On the plus side, it's really easy to clean the place, and you tend to prune your life down to the bare minimum. One of the first things I did was throw away a lot of my stuff because I just couldn't keep it here. However, hosting my daughter on alternate weekends is quite a challenge, or during holiday time, for example. Now, I've actually grown quite used to the place and I quite like it now. It's quite expensive but it's well positioned. I can put up with the cold and the heat. On the other hand, I'd like to offer my daughter something a little bit better, but you can't have everything in life. Okay, now I'll be adding another video tomorrow. Be sure to check it out. Remembering at this point I'm working on my craft, so the videos aren't great. In fact, talking to you has given me a few ideas of what to do. Thanks for watching and all the best.